Just enough room on this card for one more video. Didn't get significantly colder.
No, I don't know, last night was...
I mean, it's just the day. You can tell there's no moisture on the car and shit. Usually we leave Mike's house this time of year, the car's covered with dew because the temperature dropped 20 degrees while we were in there.
Yeah.
Almost only dropped a few degrees and that's it, if that. I know next week is supposed to be cooler, I know that.
Well, let's see. Yeah, I would think so. Well, it's end of October, November, so...
We got highs to the 60s.
Yeah, it should be like not freezing in the middle of the night, not really, but not no 70 or 80 during the day either.
Yeah. next trip out?
Let's see. That I know of, anything big, 2 Florida trips in November. Erie seems to be becoming day trips.
Huh.
If I go up there, it's gonna be you know, before the snow hits, and that's very soon.
Yeah.
That's 1,000 miles all the way up fucking north. Believe me, they get snow a lot quicker than we do.
Yeah.
And a lot more. I don't think we have another trip up there. I don't know. I don't think we do. Still on duty.
Yeah.
I wonder how much we're getting paid an hour for that.
Top dollar, probably. Assuming they're not Moonies themselves, in which case they're working for nothing. There's probably an outside security company hired for the job. Just sit out in front of an abandoned mental institution all night long in the dark, waiting for who the fuck knows what.
Idiot kids with cameras.
Yeah, and if you see a light in one of the buildings, you gotta go in there and investigate. Fuck that shit. I'm going in there fucking packing everything in the world.
And when we come to find out, it's not kids with a video camera, it's orbs.
Yeah. Or some whack job come back to visit his old haunts. And he brought his knife collection.
I used to live here.
Yeah. What a coincidence. Now you're gonna die here.
I've driven this week, this month.
Don't know. You would know more than I would. You got 158,590 on there now. I don't remember what it was last month.
You figure I just went up to 9 hours, 10 hours up to Erie. Twice this month. It's basically a trip down to Virginia.
Well, actually, you didn't use this vehicle to go up there.
Yeah, rental car. fall off the trees.
Coming down fast enough here.
To ask Mike how the tech support went.
You can always find out from your mother. Whatever it is working again. You know, did all right.
She got a tablet, and then it's like they want this. It's like you got. I'm like, well, I don't know. Don't tell me what the problem is. Just I'll call you. I don't know what. Dirtbag letter from Sprint telling me that the phone's getting old.
Looks modern enough to me.
I get so used to navigating around how to use everything. I gotta relearn how to use a different phone. It's like, damn. I forgot to bring that wrench up to show it to you. It's confirmed. They don't make it no more. And a very short-lived one, too. Usually, sometimes they'll half stuff. Sometimes it'll be out for like 100 years. This one, they said it was barely a year.
Huh. It's not long at all. Only one.
Very short-lived for a ratchet wrench.
Oh, that's weird.
But I have. I'll show it to you.
Why they would cut it for so short a time. But it's expensive to tool up for that shit to start with.
My God, I asked the question. Of course, none of the. I went to a couple of 3 different
stores on it. You'd have to go to corporate to find the answer to that.
They would know. And they said they were selling. They were expensive as hell, though, is what they were saying. The guy. So I went to the one here in Danbury, and I said, "Tell me about the wrenches." And I started.
This is the one that Terry stole for you, right?
Yep. I got grilled. He was very knowledgeable. He said it came out very, very late 2013, very early 2014. It was out. And then
Terry stole it in 2014. So.
And then they discontinued it sometime early this year, March, April. And it was as I started noticing that it wasn't there anymore. And then I asked, and they said, "That's it. Who knows?" And they said they've had no complaints that they're defective or breaking, just they discontinued it. I don't know.
Huh. You should go down to the shop, grab up 300 gallons more, and put it out there for them. You don't get all that fucking paint from the hardware store. Some of that crap is 40, 50 years old. They're not damn good anymore.
I remember the sign, the billboard. The paint that you got, what was the paint called?
Thompson's deck paint or whatever the hell it was.
I saw the billboard for it, and then so I saw the brand new paint cans down in the yard there.
Yeah, it's still there. We still got rid of a few of them here and there. We used a few more, but
if you shake them up every 6 months or a year, will it always be good? Or
well, the deck paint that seems to be good for a long time, but. Some of the oil-based paints they're a little not so good anymore. And of course, all the spray paint is dead.
Oh yeah.
Policeman.
I went up to get a can of paint to do some project last year or something, and then the guy in front of me, he had a can. It looked like pretty good condition. The guy goes, "Can you shake this?" The guy goes, "All right." And so they put it on the shaker, and then they went to crack it open. And the can popped right open. You know.
Yeah.
It was solid as a rock in there.
Oh. Huh.
There was nothing to shake.
Oh boy.
But the can was mint condition, and when they went to pop it, you could tell when they popped the lid. It was, you know. It was. He says, "How old is this?" And he says, "I don't know. It's been in the garage for a while." The can wasn't rusted. It was just old. He said this is at least 10 or 15 years, and it was solid. So he said, "Is there like a prop the layer off?" And the guy said, "There is no layer. It's a solid.
It's a block."
Yeah.
Got lucite now, you know.
Yeah. Finding shit like that over in Connecticut. The one garage I was cleaning out a few years ago. Crack that open. That's still good. Yeah. Here you go. Take a look. It's dried, rusted in there. It's all that. Okay, done. Trash. Next. I cleaned out half the garage. So So he had this floor wax. His brother-in-law or somebody used to do commercial flooring of all types, every kind of. And I guess there's these like big plastic bottles of like wax or something. I don't know what. So what about these? Those are good. Those are good wax cans. And he went to grab the thing, and he grabbed the one. Guess what happened to the bottle?
Crumbled apart.
It crin all the it went everywhere.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, okay, you know, look, it's time to get rid of some of this shit.
Yeah. Like I'm cleaning out the old camper now, and I'm taking stuff. I found a quart container of Pour 15 that I bought and never used. Still liquid inside. That's surprising because Pour 15 will solidify really quickly. Not this one. And I had 5 cases of World War II bore cleaner, rifle bore cleaner in there. Still good. Because they sealed the cans up tight, the metal cans, little, you know, a couple ounces each. And then they cosmolined the outside of the can. So it's never going to go bad. You know, it's just going to stay there forever. It's already 60, 70 years old and it's still good. Put all that down the barn.
Hey, that stuff selling on eBay?
Probably would, but I use the stuff.
What stuff sold this week in the last couple of weeks?
Carburetors we sold. What the fuck did we sell? Some headlight doors. Kenny sold some shit.
What's going on with the Kisco house? Anything new?
Wayne has a dumpster down there to load it. Probably gonna end up selling it. I don't know. I'm not involved in that mess. I have my own problems. The yard to think of.
The sister finally sold out in Vegas. Sold her house finally, or it's about to be sold.
Yeah, I know. You can tell them.
Finally, it's just about to. They're about to close on it. They said Monday. They lost about $10,000, if not $12,000.
Ouch.
By not selling it when I said put this on the market now. Well, we're not ready. What would we went up to the front office? You know, it's like a gated community. It is a very gated community with security and everything, and they got the little free magazine rack, and the lady walks around from the desk and she picks up the magazine. She points to this realtor and said, "That's who you want to call. That's who moves all the houses in here. And you call this Claudia." And she'll. And then right off, they said, "When's a good time to sell?" And they says, "Don't wait till past November."
I remember you telling me that too. Yeah.
And they just put the front down. They put it up about a month and a half. And they said 11 units just in that area. It makes Heritage Hills look like, I'd say it's about 3-4 times bigger than Heritage Hills. And they said about 11 units in the area, and that thing there were all for sale. I'm like, well, damn. You know, but apparently they got a buyer. It's ready to be sold, so.
I know there are people interested in the Kisco house. You know, the houses there are easy to sell. They're expensive as hell. It's a very high-priced real estate down there. And even though the house needs a lot of work now, you know.
When was the last time you're going to go down there, or you're not going?
I'm not going down there. I've been there like 7 or 8 times, collecting shit out of it. They want to be selling it anymore. They'll bring it up here. I don't have time for that shit.
Selling everything here.
Yeah, you know, I still have things I brought up last year from there that I'm selling. All the good shit is sold. It's just furniture mostly, and old clothing and kitchenware, you know, shit like that really doesn't have a shitload of value to me anyway. You know, there's a lot of metal there, scrap, iron, copper, stuff like that. And Wayne will scoop that. I had the boys scoop it into buckets, and they'll bring it up. We'll scrap it with everything else.
Put in the appropriate drums.
Copper goes with copper, iron goes with iron. I'm loading iron now, so now's a good time.
Are they having the metal bin pickups, or?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I sent one out this week already, and I have another one ready to go out now. Getting picked up on Monday. It's a big garbage roll-off, loaded with fucking rear ends actually.
What about like copper pickups and aluminum pickups?
No.
Just iron.
Just iron. Copper we deliver ourselves. So that's real money. There's only one outfit that some will come down and collect it. That he a good friend of the old man's. You know, when his price is good, we'll call him and he will get a drum or two or whatever. But otherwise, we rent a Ryder truck or something and load it with barrels and barrels of copper pipe and such. Comp, maybe a bale or two, and send it out. But the price is too low right now. Price sucks on it. Not as bad as on steel, but it's still bad. So as long as the old man can hold on to it, he will. Eventually, he will have to sell it. There's still bills need to be paid. Money is tied up in that shit.
They ain't getting any better with anything?
No. Not particularly. He did sell a car today, though. Sold that Honda Pilot out front, or whatever the hell it is. Don't know what they got for it, but they sold it. That's what I was doing, always back and forth, fork loads of iron. Up into the trailer, go back in.
So you got to pick up on Monday, then how often do you refill the bin?
As quickly as I can. Sometimes I can do. With rear ends, it goes quick. With the other shit, it takes a little bit longer. And then there's some stuff I have to prep a little bit. Even though it is unprepared steel, there's still stuff that's too big to go in there. I got to section it up and cut it the size, things like that. Then it takes a little longer. But right now, it's once every 2 or 3 days I'm sending down a container. I mean, there is no more big rear end pile. That's gone. We're down to the last bottom layer of it. Mostly stuff I got to pull tires off of before I can throw it in there and shit like that. A few front ends, a couple of isolated piles here and there. But the big pile is gone. Well, he was right. All that shit would end up going for iron one day. Utter waste of fucking time saving all that shit like that. Yeah, we sold 1 or 2 rears here and there, but not enough to justify all that.
But the 60s and 70s are over?
Yeah. Because there's two, you know, the people that have those cars now, if you blow a rear in your 69 Camaro or your 70 Chevelle or whatever, you're not just going to go to the junkyard and buy another one and throw it in there. You're going to take it apart, you're going to fix what's broke, because it's an original fucking rear and you want your car to stay matching numbers and original, and put it back together. Or you're going to spool it with an aftermarket spool in there to make it a posi. You know, you're not going to screw around with some rusted junkyard rear, so if you could even find one.
It's been there for 30, 40, 50 years.
You know? Besides, it's easy to do that than pull the whole fucking rear out of the car. And the rears we have been sitting so damn long now, they're rusted inside.
Even though those are numbers, but they're not the numbers for your car.
No. Besides, like I said, they're rusted inside now. You know, I've been trying to find a decent 9-inch Ford for Juan across the street. I gave him, let him try one, a month and a half ago. We took it apart all rusted inside, threw that one out. And he just picked another one the other day from the same pile. I said, you know, it's probably going to be the same damn thing.
And
Give it to him? No, I don't know yet, but probably. I'm pretty sure. I tried to turn it. It wasn't budging. Even by, you know, I didn't even get any wiggle out of the fucking yoke. I said, you know, there's no way. There's no way. There's always lash in that. If it's not there, it's rusted. You can't let a rear sit out that long and expect it not to get water of some
Unless
kind
it's
inside.
wrapped up in a tarp and
Yeah, or under cover of some kind.
packed in grease.
Or in the car, you know? Because they're not watertight. They have vents. Their seals aren't that good. You know, water will get into them eventually. And they rust. You'd be surprised how badly a rear axle will rust. I've had 9-inch Ford housings rust completely through the back. GMs, everything. Backing plates rot off them. Just a waste. And I got rid of the bulk of the rears about 6-7 years ago when we cleaned up the last of the ones I hauled off the tracks.
And that's when you got good money for all that metal.
Yes, that metal was good money. Because I had about 300 rears off the tracks, most of which had tires and shit still on them. Those lazy fucks back in the old days never wanted to take the tires off. He just cut the whole rear of the car, threw it on a shit pile with the tires on it. So it took me a long time, but I got rid of those rears, and we had one big rear end pile I got rid of too that had been sitting around a long time. So really all I'm doing now is getting rid of the remainder.
And scrap laying around the yard.
Yeah. Anything loose around the yard goes in. Everything. Doesn't matter what it is.
Sort of bright out.
The moon's somewhere. It's also overcast. It's supposed to rain tonight or early in the morning. Well, it is early in the morning now, so it's going to start any minute probably.
Driving up to Erie, pitch black. Coming back down, it was like brighter than this last night.
Yeah, it was a bright moon last night. No, I noticed that.
Driving back, it was like almost like, wow, it is. Then you pop the brights on like this, like, wait, light up the whole state. Oh,
Yeah.
kitty.
Where?
Yeah, black and white.
One of the old man's, I guess. Out killing something.
What's gonna happen with these things?
Nothing for the moment. This is not the property they're fighting over. It's only the mine property.
Alright, I don't think there's any trips coming up.
Nice, Scott. I'll see you next week, and then we'll watch the rest of Walking Dead. Well, the next 2 episodes, anyway. So one more Mike has already, and one more is going to be on tomorrow night. Oh, what are we for the pizza pie?
No, nothing. No, we're good.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Oop, cat in black and white.